Right, we are live. Hey, everybody. All right, I have a quick question for you. Do you have an amazing offer, but you're still struggling to grow your business? Okay, so this is the deal. Every single day we deal with solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, coaches. They're really, really good at what they do, and this is what they say. They go, I'm really good at what I do. I have this amazing offer. I know it'll help so many people, and I can sell it, but I'm still struggling to grow your business. If that's you, if you nodded your head yes, then I want you to give us just 5 minutes, and we are going to cover what we think are the 3 main reasons why amazing coaches with amazing offers still struggle to grow their business. Hi, I am Jake Olkus, and
I am Ashley Olkus, and we help online experts, coaches, entrepreneurs design scalable and profitable online businesses using a simplified offer and fulfillment strategy so you can increase your impact with your ideal audience without sacrificing your time or your dream lifestyle, right? So in every single one of the live episodes that we're going to be doing, you are going to get something that you can absolutely immediately walk away with and begin implementing. It's something that it's going to give you an edge over your competition, and it's going to finally allow you to grow and move your business in a forward direction. Mm-hmm. All right, so today we're going to talk about the 3 reasons why focusing on just one offer is going to make it so much more difficult for entrepreneurs and coaches just like you to grow your business. And so we're just going to jump right on into it. So the first one is this. It's that when you have one offer inside of your business, it is, to be really blunt with you, fairly short-sighted, and ultimately is underserving your ideal client. And what I mean by that is this. Oftentimes when we have one offer, it's most likely a one-on-one coaching offer, right? Mm-hmm. And we have gone through the work of uncovering who our ideal client avatar is, who they are, where they are in their process, where they want to go, all of those pieces that go into that process. So we are looking for someone that is having a specific challenge. They are at a certain phase inside of that kind of that timeline or that journey that they're in. They're in a particular phase of that journey with a specific issue that they're having, right? And a desire that they're looking for. And so we're kind of, what happens though is that when you get on sales calls with people, right? We're trying to find this perfect client. And oftentimes we're finding people that just maybe they're not ready for what we have to offer. Or they maybe already have gone through what you have to offer and they're ready for a different phase of growth in their business, in their life, in their relationship, or whatever that is. And so we end up turning these people away, or worse, forcing them into this thing that's not right for them and ultimately won't be right for you. And because we have a very short-sighted and kind of narrow vision of who our ideal client is. So I think maybe, and we this is how we look at it. And so maybe a different way for you to think about your ideal client is I would rather you think of them as a whole person along this whole journey, this whole timeline. And they're in different phases of growth, of wherever they are, right? And so if they're not ready for your one-on-one offer, why are they not ready for your one-on-one offer? And how can a strategic 3 offer sequence like strategy inside your business begin to meet your ideal client where they are? Mm-hmm. What can you do, say you have a one-on-one offer, what's something that you could do prior to that to help fulfill on and help those people that aren't quite ready for that one-on-one? And then maybe they're beyond that one-on-one, and what's something that you can do that really helps their growth in a more advanced way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it really kind of changes the way that you approach sales calls. It changes the way that you approach your market. And it's not so much like, hey, this is what I have, this is what I do, who wants it, are you ready for it?
Right.
You don't even know what you don't know. You're going to be ready for it. Buy it, or you're not ready, pound sand, take off. It's more of it's an alignment call. Mm-hmm. You're basically sitting there saying like, listen, I know what I do and I know the value I bring. Again, you have an amazing offer. You're really good at what you do. But like I said, they might be right, but they might not be right now. So It's kind of like, hey, listen, why don't we start here? Let's just start here. This is actually going to fit you better. Mm-hmm. Or, hey, listen, I think that maybe this is not going to be exactly what you need right now. I think we can do this, and it's something further up the chain. So it's having kind of that 3 offer sequence that we really help build will allow you to start looking at those conversations differently. And it's not kind of like running around with a hammer and everything you see is a nail. It's basically, it's being agile. And like I said, it's being open to the idea of movement within those conversations. And the important thing is, so as you go off and you start looking at this, if you have a single offer, okay, and you are struggling to sell it or find people who are perfect for it, or people are coming into your program and they're buying it, but they're not getting the success that you want them to get because maybe they're not perfectly right for it, and we've all had those. I want you to start thinking about your offers and, what is the thing right before that moment that I can help them with? All these objections that they have on there. Like if I actually built something down here that would actually serve that person before they're at this moment, or I have something further up the chain that I can do. So start thinking about your one primary offer as expanded like that. What are those end caps? What are those bookends of that? Like the tail, the head and the tail.
And I think too, honestly, it's like it allows you to get a more holistic perspective of your ideal client. Because once you've helped and supported them in their growth or transformation or whatever it is, they now trust you. And so where can you take them next? Right. And so for me, it's about a holistic point of like perspective on your ideal client. And it's going to really put you on their side of the table. It's going to increase your like, know, trust, and authority. Absolutely it will. And you will no longer be underserving your market. You're going to be supporting them in the different phases that they are because you truly are the expert in what you do.
Right. If you don't serve them, someone else will. I'll tell you that.
I'd rather it be you.
Right.
The second reason is that one offer businesses really, truly, to scale it, they're going to require a big machine.
Right. And I think we've all kind of seen these businesses where people say, well, I built $1 million business with a single offer. Yes, you can do that. Absolutely. You can build $1 million business with a single offer. I would actually challenge some of those stories to kind of show exactly what that machine looks like underneath that $1 million single offer business. I guarantee you there's a massive amount of ad spend. I guarantee there's VAs, there's other people that are part of that squad, that team, which is fine. I mean, that's a scalable business. That's a machine. I get it. But a lot of people don't really want to run a full big team machine thing with all this ad spend. They want to have something that's easy to manage, something that's controllable, something that's small. And maybe at that point they realize, hey, I don't really want a 7-figure business. I want a high 6-figure, mid 6-figure. So really when you start to look at bringing in kind of like a 3-offer sequence like we talk about, each one of those offers has a job. Each one of those offers actually works to build on the other one. Each one of those offers has a very specific role within your sequence that actually take the place of massive ad budgets. Okay, you don't need massive ad budgets when you have a well-designed 3-offer sequence. You just really don't, because that offer actually removes all the expense of actually bringing people into your main offers, right? And also team members. So you have fulfillment things up front that are automated. You have fulfillment things in your initial offers that actually take the place of big teams and big machines. And it allows people, a solo entrepreneur or people with just 2 people, to run very successful, highly profitable businesses without that massive machine. So
absolute lean business.
Right. So if you, again, are saying like, how do I actually develop kind of that marketing system to get my one single offer up to this big thing because I'm just one offer away or just one funnel away from all this stuff? Let me tell you, it's difficult. Okay. It can be very difficult and expensive, and it can be a heavy lift. So we like to simplify it by actually expanding it a little bit, right? And that's kind of counterintuitive, but 3-offer sequence can actually do the work of many, many people without that large machine. So
absolutely. Yeah. And then the third reason why growing a business with one offer is real challenging and creates struggle is that you will burn out and you will get exhausted and you will get fatigued inside your business. And we see this all the time. Yeah. Many of you are probably starting to feel this inside of your business, or if it's not happening now, you can see it happening in the future. So this is why this happens. So you get into this cycle. When you have one offer, you get into this marketing, selling, closing, fulfilling cycle. And it just constantly, it's never ending. And if you have revenue goals inside of your business, it ultimately means you have to sell more. And when you sell more, you have to fulfill more. When you are one person, one offer machine like business. And we have clients that come to us and they're like, at the end of my day, I'm exhausted. I have nothing left in the tank for my family. And we truly believing in aligning your business with your lifestyle that you want to live, because we have no-goes inside of our business. We call them bumpers. We stole that term from our mentor. We have bumpers. So we have very specific time requirements that we have set aside where we are going to focus. We have 3 kids where we're going to focus on our family. But what we see happen so many times is that when you have one offer and you are trying to hit growth goals, right? You might be trying to hit $10,000 months, $20,000 months, $30,000 months, whatever that is. In order to get there, you have to sell more, which means then you have to spend more time on Zoom fulfilling with those clients. And there's only so much time that you have between a 9 and a 5. So then ultimately you start eating into your evenings, or you start dipping into your weekends. And what happens is, as you are growing this business in this pursuit of this financial goal that you've set for yourself, you start dragging what's most important to you behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're missing out on things. And I don't know about you guys, but I know for us, the reason we left the 9 to 5 was because we weren't able to prioritize the people, our children, enough. And there's a lot of reasons, but this was one of them, is that we wanted to have time freedom. When you have a one offer business, time freedom is a challenge. And if it isn't now, it will be later. Mm-hmm. If you don't start to think about your offer fulfillment and structure in a little bit of a different way.
Yeah. And that's kind of the beauty of how we kind of design these businesses with like a 3 offer sequence, is that we don't put all the onus and responsibility on that single offer to not only handle the sales or be the one thing we sell that drives all the revenue, that supports the lifestyle and everything like that, because then you're constantly reacting because you have to, right? So what with the 3 offer sequences that we build, again, each thing has a job. And typically what a lot of people don't realize when you start building this out, they go, wow, the thing that actually we designed to drive the lifestyle, to drive the revenue that fills and fuels the lifestyle is not what you're doing right now as your single offer. Okay, that single offer typically becomes something we call like infusion offers, something that's typically higher up. So it really kind of spreads out the responsibility of sales and revenue, but everything's designed and everything is basically put together in a profit puzzle that allows you to hit really big revenue goals with controlled time allowance. Yep. Fulfillment is controlled. Everything is proactive versus what we see everyone coming into our environment and what we see a lot in the market, which is 100% reactive. And a reactive business is a burnout business. Okay.
Absolutely.
So
100%.
So think about the fact of how you're actually designing offers and what their jobs are within your business to control your time, control your burnout, to stop leaving money on the table, to make sure you're actually serving the people within your audience that you can, meeting them where they are. And so if any of this actually kind of resonated with you, as those 3 things that we see are the most important things that are keeping people back in the market, right? Then again, one is having a single offer and how it's short-sighted and allowing you kind of missing opportunities with your ideal clients because you need to be able to meet them where they are. How you're actually a one offer business is actually a large machine to be scaled to hit your revenue numbers. And 3, how having just one offer in your business will actually make a recipe for kind of burnout much faster. Absolutely. If you're dealing with one or all of those things and you want to see how our premium membership, Destined to Scale, how we actually use our 3 offer sequence and our 3 container process to combat all of those things and fix that within your business, then drop a comment below or reach out in Messenger, and we'll shoot you a free training that we have that runs through the entire process. It's really simple. It's about 20 minutes long, and it's great, and it'll kind of show you exactly how to take all of that out of your business. But
absolutely.
Yep, that's it. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.